Hello and welcome to Unscripted. I am your host, Bobbie Jo, and this is the show where it flows. Nobody knows. It's unscripted, just like life. And today's message is follow your joy. So how often do you do that or allow yourself to do that? Listening to what lights you up and taking action on that. Following your heart, following your joy, allowing yourself to enjoy the journey, to play, and to follow that inner wisdom and guidance that's pulling you forward. So where this came from is I shared it on Monday's meditation moment with nature. And in that I shared about following my joy with now offering some of the different sound healing to enhance my guided meditations that I offer for clients, and about the little tongue drum that makes me happy that I was playing on the beach that day, and the importance of following your joy. Now, I believe that many times we can feel that inner pull with things and want to follow our joy, and sometimes other voices might creep in, or we may lack that self-confidence or trust and may look outside of ourselves for what we believe we should be doing or wonder what everybody else is doing. So for instance, I have a number of examples. So if you read my first book, I Just Want to Be Me, but I don't know who that is anymore, I share a couple of these in there as well. But where this really came home for me is reflecting back when I went into massage therapy over 20 years ago now. It's wild. I followed my joy there. And then while in the program, my joy was calling me to more of the energy healing, more of the spiritual. That just really lit me up. And I listened outside of myself to other people, other voices that told me nobody understands that, nobody's going to get it, you need to focus on deep tissue work. And that's the path I went, where I kept a little hand in the other things that I was interested in, but that's a lot of what my practice became, and I eventually burnt out because I wasn't following my joy. So now I have the opportunity with bringing something new in, I have that awareness. So now as I'm creating different things and looking and putting things together, I reflect upon, is this my joy? Like, what is the joy? So I love the beach. I love the ocean. I love the water energy. So it's incorporating those things in. That's what I ended up doing in massage when I created my own seashell therapy. And now it's interesting to see, because that worked with chakras. Each of these bowls has a chakra, and you'll see a picture of each of my chakra shells in each bowl. You see me going to the beach with them. So what I'm saying here is when you follow your joy, you light up. And that's what life is about, and that's what we're drawn to. That's why I say the world needs who you are. And it truly is about aligning and shining. It's listening within and following your joy, not somebody else's joy. And the key to that is just really honoring and trusting yourself and feeling within and getting clear on that and taking action from that place. Yes, there are things in life sometimes that we need to do that aren't always joyful. Like what comes to mind to me is doing dishes every single day. That doesn't necessarily bring me joy, but the feeling when they're done, that does bring me joy. So it's tapping into what does bring you joy. But in your expression in life, in all of those different things, what brings you joy? Sometimes it can be as simple as saying yes or no to something. Does saying yes bring you joy to go to this event, or does no? So just tapping into that inner awareness and realizing, am I doing this because it does bring me joy, because it is aligned with who I am? Am I creating from this space, or am I creating from a space of should or expectation, or I believe it needs to be this way because somebody else has it this way? You are a creative soul. You are here to express the magic within you, and joy can be a wonderful wayfinder to find that way for you. That's what I've found. That's what I'm continuing to experience. So I'm going to keep tapping in and trusting that place and feeling that joy to express from there. And I invite you to do the same, to feel within, because if we keep acting from places that aren't joyful, we eventually burn out, because it's not our inner light that's just lighting up and burning and it keeps going, so then we don't burn out. But when we're working from somebody else's joy, somebody else's should or expectation outside of us, that's when we can dim that light and burn it out. And you are here to shine bright. So ask yourself, what am I doing that brings me joy? How can I bring more joy into the things I do? And let it be about your joy and enjoy the journey, because joy is truly in the journey. Thank you for joining me, sending you lots of love. As always, if you'd like to keep the conversation going and flowing, I invite you to head on over to loveBobbieJo.com and sign up to receive weekly inspiration in your inbox. Have a beautiful and blessed day.